10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers.
Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run with a goal. Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down now, it's Hammond. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Hey, look at this Packers defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammond, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this one also slowly developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
13, Luke. Luke. Here we go, sir.
Now a give right side. It's Hammond, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Texans at 9-6 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind and the best.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hey, Lion,
they
Lion.
need 18 yards here on third down.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 54. Sink right. Luke.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
On 2nd down, it's Hammond, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10.
30 left. Still.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11, 11. 11, Agate. Go, go. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Texans nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Open.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Now look out. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right there.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go now.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Three.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Check smash.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Let's go.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Three. 19.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Here we go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Here we go.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Come on, come on.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. York on now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Packers 28, Texans 0.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Go, go, let's go. 11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Go, go. Go, go.
On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Texans 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
18, Rattler, 18, 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready,
They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Check, Bobcat, come 19, come 19. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Check, hurt. 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. York now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 42, Texans 14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And running with power here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8.
Hurt! Right there, hurt! Liking 18!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, smash Broncos! Cowboy 80!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
when they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Take right open. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Packers 42, Texans 21.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Come on.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check smash. Track 60. Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther Street. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. In motion left goes Watson. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Warrior 70. Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
70 Lions. 19 tight. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his receiver, Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, break.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
71 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And they'll go on the ground. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6.
Hurt, hurt. Go street. Go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Check, hurt, hurt. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made
and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Big 13 heavy.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying...
And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
In motion left goes Watson. On second down, they'll run it here. Now he's loose again. How about this? He's to the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 52, Texans 21.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, kill. 11. 11, Agate.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Go, let's go. Silver.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 9.
18, Pioneer. Check smash.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Lawrence. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't